Hi, y'all. Thanks for stopping by the Rita Minutes. For those who are new here, welcome. To all my new subscribers, thank you for joining me on my journey. Today, I wanted to talk about the actual jail that um, Sean Puffy Combs has made his new home. And it doesn't sound good, y'all. Isn't the best place. This isn't a place you want to be. And Puffy in his billionaire status, I know is going crazy in this place. So let me share my screen. So it says inside the Brooklyn Federal Jail. It says as they unsuccessfully fought to keep Sean Diddy Combs out of jail after his sex trafficking arrest, the music mogul's lawyers highlighted a litany of horrors at the Brooklyn Federal Lockup, where he not headed, but he's there now. And it has horrific conditions, rampant violence, and multiple unalivings. Combs, 54, was sent to the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn on Tuesday, a place that's been described as hell on earth. Y'all, they need to watch Diddy. He needs to have 24-hour surveillance because this don't look good. An ongoing tragedy after pleading not guilty in a case that accuses him of physically and actually abusing women for more than a decade. The facility, the only federal jail in New York City, has been plagued by problems since it opened in the 1990s. In recent years, its conditions have been so stark that some judges have refused to send people there. It has also been home to a number of high profile inmates, including R. Kelly, Ghislaine Maxwell, and cryptocurrency fraudster, Sam Bankman Fried. Um, in a statement, the Federal Bureau of Prisons said, we also take seriously addressing the staffing and other challenges at MDC Brooklyn. Any agency team is working to fix problems, including by adding permanent correctional and medical staff, re- remediating um, more than 700 backlog maintenance requests, and answering judges' concerns. A judge on Wednesday denied a request by Combs' lawyers to let him await trial under house arrest at his $48 million mansion in the island of Miami Beach, Florida. Here are some important things to know about the jail. That's what I wanted to get. Well, what is the Metropolitan Detention Center? The Bureau of Prisons opened the facility known as MDC Brooklyn as a jail in the early 1990s. It is used mainly for post arrest detention for people awaiting trial in federal courts in Manhattan or Brooklyn. Other inmates are there to serve short sentences following convictions. The facility in an industrial area on Brooklyn waterfront has about 1,200 detainees, down from more than 1,600 in January. It has outdoor recreation facilities, a medical unit with examining rooms, and a dental suite. It has a separate wing for educational programs in the jail's library. The Bureau of Prisons closed its crumbling Metropolitan Correctional Center in Manhattan in 2021, leaving MDC Brooklyn as its only facility in the nation's largest city. Well, what are the problems? Let's see what it is. So, detainees have long complained about rampant violence, dreadful conditions, severe staffing shortages, and the widespread smuggling of, oh Lord, and other contraband, some of it facilitated by employees. At the same time, they say they've been subject to frequent lockdowns and have been barred from leaving the cells for visit calls, showers, or exercise. In June, Ural White, 37, was mm, to death at the jail. Oh, Lord. A month later, Edwin Cordero, 36, passed away after he was hurt in a brawl. At least four people detained at the jail have been unalived by suicide in the last 3 years. Cordero's lawyer, Andrew Dulac, told the New York Times his client was just the victim of an overcrowded, understaffed, and neglected federal jail that is hell on earth. At least 6 MDC Brooklyn staff members have been charged with crimes in the last 5 years. Some were accused of accepting bribes or providing contraband, such as illegal substances, cigarettes, cell phones, according to the Associated Press analysis of agency related arrests. MDC Brooklyn also has come under fire for its response to the debilitating infrastructure breakdowns and the COVID-19 pandemic. In 2019, a week long power failure sparked unrest among shivering inmates and drew concerns from federal watchdogs. In March 2020, the jail had the first federal inmate to test positive for COVID-19. As of the last November, according to court filings, MDC Brooklyn was operating at about 55% of full staffing, which was taxing to employees and added to its security woes. So, what is being done? Judges and advocates have taken notice. The Bureau of Prisons for dangerous barbaric conditions and pressing the agencies to make improvement. Some judges have moved away from sending defendants from MDC Brooklyn or have given reduced sentences because of the conditions there. So why are they sending him there? Because they don't think he's going to be there that long. And then once he gets tried, if he's to go move on to somewhere, I mean, he'll move on to somewhere else. If he has to go somewhere, he won't stay there for the remainder of his time there. I don't have them because that sounds like I wouldn't put my animal in there. Anyway, let me read on. In January, U.S. District Judge Furman took the rare step of allowing Gustavo Chavez, 70, to remain free on bail after his conviction of crimes rather than locking him up at the Brooklyn jail to await sentencing. I'm assuming he did that because he was 70 years old, not 54 like Diddy. So I'm going to go with that. Prosecutors no longer even put up a fight, let alone dispute the state of affairs, is unacceptable. I think they are leaving him in there because they want him to be alone with his thoughts. This is to break him down. He's too arrogant. Anytime you come to court and you tell the court what you're going to give them for bail, that's arrogant. And then you're going to say, here, here's $50 million. When who's to say they were going to say it was $50 million to get out of jail? Who even, you know what I mean? So that's why they didn't say, oh, no, you don't have enough money to get yourself out because it ain't none. There's no bond. Bond denied. I thought they took that as, I'm thinking, and this is just my opinion, that they took that as a slap in the face. You gonna tell me what you gonna give me for your bail review? You gonna tell me how we're going to secure you at your Miami mansion, and you're gonna use the security team that you chose to blame the weaponry that was found on them, but yet you want them to be in charge of your whereabouts and to keep a log on who comes in and out, even though your security team has been helping you move people in and out over the past couple of decades. Same security team, I'm assuming. I don't know. No, that's not going to work, Mr. Colmes. You're not going to come in here and tell the judge what you're going to do and and how much you're going to give. And why wouldn't he just wait for them to set a bond? Maybe he already knew. Maybe he felt like if he already had it ready, and that's talk about control. He trying to control the court and how this goes. He still think he's untouchable. That's why they have him sitting in there. Cause ain't no way they would make him sit in there. And if they have gone away from even sending people away to this facility, This is being done on purpose. And I think, and the video didn't help. The video that they dropped with Cassie did not help. Anyway, prosecutors, it says prosecutors no longer even put up a fight, let alone dispute the state of affairs is unacceptable, Furman wrote. In August, U.S. District Judge Gary Brown said he would vacate a 75-year-old man defended 9-month sentence for tax fraud and place him on home confinement if the Bureau of Prisons sent him to MDC Brooklyn. In response, the Bureau of Prisons said it had temporarily paused sending any defendants convicted of crimes to the jail to serve their sentences. In a statement Tuesday, the agency said 43 people were currently serving sentences in a minimum security jail at the unit. So basically, it's just a holding, it's just a placeholder for him. They don't expect him to be there that long. He's 54. And it's also, they're like, we're not showing you no special treatment because you're a monster. They didn't say that, but that's what I'm saying. Okay. It says, what other notable people have been detained at MDC Brooklyn? Colmes is just the latest celebrity and made to be locked up at MDC Brooklyn, joining a list that includes Kelly, Maxwell Kelly, who's okay, Fetty Wap, Bankman Freed. Okay, I don't know them people. Other high-profile detainees have included Farmer Bro Martin Gorelli. I don't know what NXIVM ex cult founder Keith Ranere. I don't know. Former Mexican government official Genaro Garcia Luna and ex Honduran President Juan Orlando Hernandez Alvarado. Jeez. Well, his lawyers have said Combs' lawyers argued in paperwork seeking his release that the Metropolitan Detention Center is not fit for pretrial detention. They cited recent detainees, unalivings, and the concern shared by judges that this jail is no place for anyone to be held. Asked about keeping a high-profile inmate like Combs locked up, particularly in light of the oh Epstein's 2019 unaliving. Manhattan-based U.S. Attorney Damon Wellman said, "We are concerned with everyone's safety whenever they are detained prior to trial. I do not draw any sort of connection between Jeffrey Epstein's unaliving and what may or may not happen to another defendant while they are detained pre-trial," he added. Combs' lawyer Mark Agnifilio said Wednesday that the rapper is being held in MDC Brooklyn special housing unit, which offers an extra layer of security but can make trial preparation more onerous. He asked that Combs be moved to the New Jersey jail, but a judge said it's up to the Bureau of Prisons to decide. So they still might move him, at least to some place that's better kept. But I feel like part of the reason why they picked that is to be smart. Like, this is what they went through. You got to remember, the feds went through both of his Miami mansions, which are big and lavish. I mean, he's billionaire status. And then they put you in a hole. That's humbling as heck. Oh, that is so humbling. Oh, this is being done on purpose. So he need to just suck it up, let his lawyers battle it out. But until they're ready to move him, he's not going anywhere. And this is being done on purpose. If they won't sentence people or are trying to avoid even sending anybody there because of the conditions, you gonna send him there? I know why they send him there. This is punishment. He needs to be punished. And maybe they don't think that he's going to get much time. But that right there, if he spends a week in there, that would satisfy a lot of people because he probably deserves it. Wait till the weekend comes. Grrr. He thought he was going to be gone. Yeah, he did. So it goes on to say it's just MDC Brooklyn or do all federal prisons have issues. And it's an ongoing Associated Press investigations have uncovered deep previous unreported flaws within the Bureau of Prisons, an agency with more than 30,000 employees, 158 inmates, 122 facilities, and an annual budget of about $8 billion. AP reporting has revealed dozens of escapes, chronic violent unalivings, and severe staffing shortages that have hampered responses to emergencies, including inmate assaults and unalivings. In April, the Bureau of Prisons said it was closing its women's prison in Dublin, California, known as the what club? As the RAPE club. Oh my God. Giving up on attempts to reform the facility after the AP investigation exposed staff on inmates' sexual abuse. In July, President Joe Biden signed a law strengthening oversight of the Bureau of Prisons after the AP's report shined a spotlight on the agency's many flaws. This story has been corrected to remove a reference to Michael Cohen, who served time at the different federal prisons. Well, y'all, he be all right. They doing that on purpose. Yeah, he be all right. I give it about a week or two, and then they'll probably move him. But they're gonna make him suffer a little bit, and I'm not against that. He needs to feel it. He ain't felt it yet. It's still too new. He feels like if he can get right out, they're trying to let him. They're trying to let him know that he can't strong arm them. He's used to getting his way, and he's used to people not telling him no. That's why he's in the predicament that he's in. And the federal government is like, no, we are in charge here. I got $50 million. Keep your money. Not enough. Your bond is zero. There is no bond. Off to jail you go. They're in charge. They tell him when to wake up. They tell him when to go to bed. They tell him when he needs to eat. He's on somebody else's time now. This is Diddy's karma. Did you think you was going to live the rest of your life without having to answer to anything that you've done to people? Not to say that this makes up for any of the stuff that you've done to anyone. But did you think you was going to leave this world and not have to answer for nothing? Arrogance, I tell you. That's arrogance for your behind. Anyway, y'all. I'll be back a little later. Please like, share, and subscribe. Everyone be blessed. Peace.